Good morning to all of you. Today the topic is force of drifting. Now last time we are discuss about the continental drift theory and the drift force. Today we discuss the Wagner is the main person who operate this full story, full we can say the drifting theories. And Wagner he said that the movement responsible for the drifting of the continent was caused by the pole fillings force and tidal force. The both force are related for a drifting for a force. And you are aware for a fact that the earth is not a perfect shape. It has a bulge at the equator. The bulge is due to the rotation of the earth. You know that the earth is not like a ball, it's like a balloon which was pressed from north and south side, and the shape is like this bulge. Here the space is large and the here space is small. And Wagner tidal force due to the attraction of the moon, and the sun, that the developing the tide in the oceanic water. And Wagner believed that these forces would become effective when they apply over many millions years. And this is the force of drifting. And the post drift study, there are some evidence. Post drift study is that conventional current theory, conventional current theory, Arthur Holmes is the geographer, and he given this theory, conventional current theory, in 1930, and discussing the possibility of the conventional currents operating in the mental operations. These currents are generated due to the radioactive elements causes the thermal difference in the mental portion. All the conventional waves, we know that the three part of the earth: crust, mantle, and core. And in the second part, mantle, all the currents are generated from this mental area, and such these currents in the entire mental portion. And this was the attempt to provide an explanation to the issue of the force. And the next is mapping of the ocean floor. Sorry. mapping of the ocean floor. Uh, if we know that the oceanic floor is not just a vast plain, but it was a full of the relief. Expectation to the map the oceanic floor in the post-war periods, providing a detailed picture of the oceanic relief and identify the existing of the submargins. There are a lot of relief structure also created and in the sea area, and the mountains and their trenches and the base of the mountain is also in the sea areas, and the continental margin and the mid-ocean ridge was found to be most active in the term of the volcanic eruptions. The dating of the rocks for the oceanic crust reveals the fact that the latter is much younger than the continental areas. These are the mapping on the earth floor, and next is the ocean floor configurations. It means there are the many lot of the forms and the landforms in the oceanic, and first is the continental margin. Continental margin, and the form of the transition between the continental shore and the deep sea plains. The both in between the both part, continental shores and deep sea basin. In between the part of that the continental margin, and the continental rise and the deep oceanic trench of these are the deep sea trench are the area which of the considerable interest in the so far as the distribution of the oceanic and the continent is the concerned. And next is the upslope plain. That was the area is extension plain and the continental margin and the mid range. The upslope plain are the area where the continental sedimentary that move beyond the margin get the depositions, and last is the mid oceanic ridge. The form is the interconnected chain of the mountain system within the ocean in the Atlantic Sea. If we saw in the Atlantic, the mid-Atlantic ridge in the S shape is called the mid-oceanic ridge, and this is not a single mountain. This is the part of the and the chain of the mountain system with the oceanic. It is the longest mountain chain on the surface of the earth. Through the submargin under the oceanic water, and it characterized by a central rift system at the crest. The rift system at the crest is the zone of the intensive volcanic activities, and the distribution of the earth and the volcanoes. If we next, if you know that the distribution of earthquakes and volcanoes, if we studying about the on the earth on the map, it was show that there are the lot of part where the earthquake are generated, and where the volcanic eruption is created, there the earthquakes also, they both are similar to the each other, but first the activities is created, then the earth movement is progressive. If we show on the map, the bearing is that, see here there are the many volcanic eruptions in time to time is created, and these are the part where the earth movements are naturally comes in the Japan areas and the China, the part of this, and Thailand, some Vietnam, they have the most of the earthquakes, and the Pakistan is the in the points. Here the Islamabad is the main point. Here the epicenter is here, and here in the European side, the Italy, France, these are the part there the earthquakes are comes, and in the Canada part there earthquakes are the comes, and in the Cuba and the Venezuela, Colombia, they are also part of the earthquakes. Here the earthquakes are movement, and if we talking about the India, in the Indian side, and Alpine Himalaya system and the rim of the Pacific, in the part the earthquake distribution, and the generally the forces of the earthquakes in the area of the mid oceanic ridge are the shallow deep where along the Alpine Himalaya belt as well as the rim of the Pacific. These are the distribution of the earthquakes, and the concept of the sea floor spreading, that was a concept where the area of the sea is the vast in the deeps, and there are the many facts. Well, Wagner put the forth the concept the continental drift, particular the mapping of the oceanic floor, and the paleomagnetic study of the rocks and the oceanic region reveals the following facts. On the some facts that the sea floor spreading, and the which is it was realized that along the mid-oceanic ridge the volcanic eruptions sea floor spreading sea floor spreading, there are the many facts in between the paleomagnetic. In the paleomagnetic force, paleomagnetic here that the study of the rocks for the oceanic region and the reveal the following facts. On the behalf of the paleomagnetic study, we can judge that the sea floor spreading is going day by day, and first fact is that it was realized that along the mid-oceanic ridge volcanic eruptions are common, and they bring huge amount of the lava to the surface in the area. When the volcanic eruptions in the sea area, their sea floor spreading is spread in the sea area, and the rock equivalents of the either side of the crust of the mid-oceanic ridge and shallow remarkable similarity in the term of the period of the formation, chemical composition, and the magnetic properties. Rock closer to the mid-oceanic ridge and the normally polarity, and there are the age of the rocks increasing the move away for the crust. The oceanic crust rocks are the oceanic crust rocks are much younger than the continental rock. The age of the rocks in the oceanic crust is now ever more than the 2,100 million year is the age of rocks, and the rock formation is 3,200 million year is the formation of the rock. And the sediment also the part to spread the oceanic floor, and the sediments time to time in the longer during periods the sedimentary is set up on the sea floors, and their area is vast, and all the process is in the 200 million years. The deep trench have deep sits earthquake occurrence with the mid-oceanic ridge area, and the Quet foci have shallow depth. It means that the deep trench also the part of sea floor spreading, and the magnetic properties, and all the we can say the paleomagnetic force, the on the behalf of the oceanic flooring is spreading day by day, and these all the contents with the rocks formation, sedimentary, and the deep trench, these all are the factor due to the and the flooring of the spreading in the sea area, and these all are the causes due to the floor spreading in the sea area. And the Hess is a geographer. In 1961 he proposed the hypothetically known as a sea floor spreading. Harry Hess is a geographer, and he said that the eruption at the crust of the oceanic ridge causes the rupture of the oceanic crust, and the new lava wedges into it and pushing the oceanic crust on the either side, and the oceanic floor thus the spread. The younger is the oceanic crust, as well as the fact that the spreading on the oceanic does, and causes the shrinking of the other made has said that the thing about the oceanic crust, the further maintenance the oceanic floor the gets punished due to the volcanic eruptions. The volcanic eruption is the main factor in which the sea floor spreading, and the volcanic eruptions and the sink down at the oceanic trench and getting the consumed. Here I show you the motion and the of the continent. I show on this laptop. Here that was the age of the 540. It means the 540 years when all the continents are far from each other, and then the age when all the continents are close, and these are the age 300 ago. The all the parts is joined with each other's the parts, and today it was the scenario, and where all the continents are on the today present similar to the present positions. Okay, thank you. If you have any problem related this lectures and the topics, please call me. Okay, thank you.